right? Once we have this airtight seal, once our brick wall is set, once our elbow is positioned, right? Now we can start practicing. So from here, all I do is roll the wrist. My elbow doesn't move, and then I come out. Now here, this is the second mistake people make, okay? Right here, okay, they relax too much. I'm exaggerating, but they let go. They let go too much. I'm not feeling him anymore. I'm not giving him forward intent. I'm not drilling in, and then that's when John can come in. All right. So this also goes back to your seal and towel form. Okay. I call it on off, on off, on off. And what happens is people, they practice their seal and towel. Okay. And they get prepared. They set everything, and then they're in such a rush or to get through the form, or they practice really fast. And what happens is they turn off and then they go on. They turn off, then they go on. Then they turn off and they go on. They turn back off and then they go on, right? So it's constantly, they're going on, off, on, off, on, off. So then they try that in their Dan Chi, or sticky hands, and because they trained themselves to do that, they start losing that forward intent that we keep talking about, okay? So that's his brick wall, his elbow is what stops me from getting in. His elbow position supported by the brick wall. Okay? The spring doesn't stop me. It's his elbow and his brick wall, okay? So from here, okay, once I turn the wrist and I go in, he drops. And now, here, I still have forward intent. Okay? I don't push, but I have forward intent. So I still have this airtight seal here. Okay? Now, I can still feel what John's up to. Okay? Now, when John punches, okay, I don't want to turn off. Okay? And then on at the end. He's going to get me in the middle. Okay? Where you can really see this, a lot of people, in this position, the next move is where a lot of people do this. Okay? So here, I'm on. I can feel he's trying to come in, right? I stop him. Okay? Now, when I have to drop to Tan Sau. Okay? I'm so focused on getting to Tan Sau, I turn off until I get to here. So all the way down, I turn off. Yeah, see, there's nothing. He's just going to come in. So here, even here, okay, when I drop, I constantly have forward intent. I'm constantly drilling. He should be doing the same to me, right, to stop me from coming in. And then when I drop his time, okay, we start all over again. And we still have this airtight seal. Okay? So in other words, when we practice, he can never turn off, and I can never turn off. Okay? Yeah, that's it, see? And then when I drop, same. See? He's constantly protecting his center. I'm constantly protecting my center by maintaining this airtight seal. Okay? Right? So these are probably the most common errors I see when people starting to do Dan Chi, sticky hands, okay? And the mistakes all start from not understanding the seal and towel form. Okay? So when you practice your seal and towel form, okay, you got to make sure you practice not on and off. Okay? Not on or off and then on. Off and then on. Okay? You have to start so that once you're set, even here, I'm on. And I stay on. I stay on. Everything, every movement, even here, right? I'm staying on. Here, I don't move my elbow. I only move my wrist. Okay? Move my wrist. Okay? Everything is on. Even I'm here, I'm on. I come out, I'm on. So you can't practice on, off, on, off, on, off, because then you're going to end up doing it in your Dan Chi drills and ultimately in your Chi Sau drills. And it gets very sloppy. Okay? So when you're doing your seal and towel form and then taking that and practicing with a partner, you have to remember these concepts, okay? Right? So you think of your Chi Sau, or think of your seal and towel like weightlifting without weight. Okay? You understand? It's like learning to do a proper squat, right? Okay? You proper squat, okay? You can't lean, you got to hold the weight, you have to practice on your heel, all the way down, you drop, right, as far down as you can, right? You got to maintain your position. And then you push from your heels all the way up, but there's no weight. But can you do it right? Okay? So then when we start to put a little bit of weight, you can still maintain that perfect structure. Okay? But what happens is a lot of people, they want the muscles and they stack on too much weight. Then they put it on and they have no structure, but they do everything they can to muscle it up. They have to answer it with muscle. There's no structure, and they hurt themselves, right? And they actually get weaker when they should be practicing with no weight and adding a little bit of weight at a time. So that eventually you can hold a lot of weight. You can lift a lot of weight. Okay? Dan Chi drills is taking your Selim Tao, which is practicing without weight, and then using that concept, now in Dan Chi, we're adding a little bit of weight. He's giving me resistance, I'm giving him a little bit of resistance. So now we're developing a strong spring, this part. Okay? And if we keep practicing right, then we develop stronger and stronger spring until eventually we can upgrade the spring into a bigger spring. Okay, right now John's got a little spring. Okay? But once he keeps practicing, compressing, expanding, maintaining the brick wall, maintaining the elbow, right? Then after a while, I can add a little bit of weight. That's the resistance. That's the forward pressure. That's the forward intent. Okay? Once he can hold that resistance, then I can take his little spring, I can put a little bigger spring. Right? Until eventually, you keep training until you have massive spring backed by a solid wall. Okay? And that's what sensitivity drills are all about. Okay? Think of it like that. Sensitivity drills are weightlifting by adding little weight at a time. But you can only add weight if you can maintain perfect structure. Okay? If you start to lose your structure, you have to drop the weight. You have to go back, drop the weight. Where's that? Your Selim Tao form. Selim Tao is practicing with no weight. You can just practice just the form. Okay? It's just the structure. All right? So when you're doing that, focus on these concepts, focus on these ideas, focus on these important details. That way, in the end, you get it. You get it. Thank you very much.